On behalf of the Greene Township supervisors and the Plow crew, I am excited to welcome everyone back to The More You Know. We're going to talk about everybody's favorite topic for this time of year, and that is mailboxes. So we're going to take a look at the plows and what they do when they're out plowing and what we can or can't do about your mailbox. The graphic here recommends that your post underneath your box should be between 42 and 48 inches tall. The United States Postal Service, they do have standards which are a little bit lower than ours. That's 41 to 45. But you know, in the rural areas like we live, it's just not good enough to have your box at 41 inches tall, just because the plow wing itself sits at 39 inches tall, and it's just ends up not really being enough clearance. Besides the height requirements, we would like everyone to make sure that their box is a minimum of 1 foot back off the shoulder of the road. It doesn't do any good for the plow to be able to go under it if they're going to end up just clipping the post because it's too close to the road to begin with. So just keep all of those things in mind. I know it seems like a lot, but we're going to dub April 23rd, which is the day after Earth Day, as Measure Your Mailbox Day here in Greene Township, just so everyone's aware, and we will give you reminders of that. You can hop on the PennDOT site, and they will give you all of the legalities of snow plowing and all of the citizen responsibilities that go along with that. The one that sticks out to me is the state law that requires citizens to use and maintain their property in ways that avoid creating hazardous road conditions. So basically, this goes on to say that it is illegal, according to PennDOT's website, to push any of your snow out of your driveway into the road and across the street. So we do have several people who do that in our township, and we are respectfully asking you not to do that. It does create quite a hazard for cars coming down the road. So if your mailbox does get hit, contrary to popular Facebook belief, we will work with you to replace your mailbox. If in fact the plow physically hit the mailbox, we'll send someone out to take a look at things. You need to call the office and make sure that we are aware that your box did get hit, and then we'll send somebody to assess that for you, and then we will work with you to resolve that. Complaining on Facebook is your prerogative. However, it will not get your mailbox fixed. Our number at the township is 814-825-3347. We have 58 roads here in Greene Township, measuring 63 miles, roughly. That 63 miles, though, the plow has to plow each side of the road, so that ends up being about 126 miles. 7 of our roads in the township are state roads, and Greene Township does not plow state roads. Those state roads are Barton, Lake Pleasant, Robinson, Tate, Route 8, Wales, and West Greene. The township does plow Tate Road only because we have an agreement with PennDOT to do so. There are 4 plow routes divided by the 4 guys that we have at the garage doing the plowing. You can see that they're depicted on the map in the different lines, the colors. Each route takes about 3 to 3.5 hours to complete. Just keep in mind that, the plows can't be on every road at the beginning of their route. So when they go out at 3 o'clock in the morning, they can't be on every road. So there has to be a beginning and an end. And sometimes, you might find that your road is either at the end, or potentially that they already came through at 3 a.m., but at 3.5 hours later, it's kind of blown back in and you can't get through. And unfortunately, that's kind of the nature of the beast out here, in Greene Township. We have some very open spaces, and they tend to get blown back in easily. And so our guys do what they can with what they have. And I think that they do a phenomenal job and don't get nearly enough credit for what they do. Whenever they're needed, they go out. They don't complain about it. They monitor storms all the time. They monitor weather all the time. They go out when necessary. And I think they do a dang good job. So kudos to them, especially with the number of things that they need to watch for while they're plowing. I don't know if anybody's ever been in a plow or not, but I will tell you that I surely have a new appreciation for plow truck drivers. They have to watch out for other people out blowing their driveways out or plowing their driveways out, stuck vehicles, parked cars on the side of the road, your garbage cans that are flailing around in the street, or my garbage cans that are sitting out too close to the road, just like the mailbox is. So they're going back and forth between all of these things. Not to mention they're driving with one hand, using the levers to move their wing and their plow and everything else with their right hand. When they're out of anti-skid, they have to stop and they have to watch for power lines in order to put their dump up to fill their hopper back up with anti-skid. There's just a ton of things that they're watching for and making sure are going appropriately in order for them to get the roads clear and safe for you to pass. So I just don't think they get enough credit. Our plows carry about 12 tons of anti-skid with them. Anti-skid is made up of sand and a third salt. We purchased 1,400 tons of anti-skid last year, which cost about $60,214. So next time you're driving and you see the anti-skid on the road, know that your tax dollars are working for you and your safety. You can see in this video here, you can't even see the wing. I mean, you can't see the wing, you can't see the side of the road, you can't see the mailbox. You know, the driver I was with said there's many times that it's snowing so badly, he has to use just the feel of the road to know where he's at on the road. So, you know, we've probably all felt that at one point or another, even in our vehicles. So imagine trying to plow the roads. It takes some major concentration, some major skill for these guys. And at the end of the day, we all have a role in keeping our roads safe during the wintertime. The more we help out the plow drivers, the better the roads are going to be cleared and the safer everyone is. So just know that you can call the township with any questions, any concerns. We'll gladly talk to you. And I thank you for watching.